Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here on the Iron Man profile. Today's video is a little wild. I'm not lying in the title. I actually had an item get wiped, but luckily the admins, when they came up with this update, actually cooked on the one item I did get wiped. So you guys are gonna have to wait and see what happened there, because honestly, I got quite scared. It was a little terrifying. But not only are we doing that, we're also gonna be doing a ton of hunting. There's so many attributes we're gonna be maxing on today's video. So if you're excited for all that, as well as some tips and tricks, hopefully along the way, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. Super quickly though, if you do ever find yourself checking on the Hypixel store, whether it's for an upcoming or ongoing fire sale, maybe it's the seasonal bundle over at Taylor's shop, or you just want to pick up a rank or some Skyblock gems for some booster cookies, whatever it may be, don't forget to use my creator code on checkout. It is code Zach, spelled just like my name, ZACH. If you actually type that in on checkout on the Hypixel store, you will save 5% on your purchase. It's also a great way to support myself and the channel, and I do greatly appreciate all the support and everyone who uses my code. You guys are the best. But without further ado, let's jump right into today's episode. So continuing off where we left off yesterday, we're going to be doing some hunting because there are so many easy attributes to get. Whether they're easy fusions or whether they're just mobs that you hunt normally, there's some really simple ones that I kind of want to get done, because not only do they give a ton of Skyblock XP, but they also give like passive perks. That's like the best part about attributes. You don't have to choose which ones you've toggled. You don't have to try and grind out some crazy god roll set to get the best pairings. Obviously, we're missing out on some stats because of that, because you could have crazy amounts of stacks of one or two attributes at a time, but now we kind of get a well-rounded kind of mix of all of them, which is really great. Also, they need to remove these phantoms. They're so annoying sometimes. But what I want to do is, or what I want to show you guys, is what I've been working on. So I just went ahead and finished off voracious spiders. This is a really easy one. If you go to the top of the spiders den, I'll even show you guys a bunch spawn up here. It was as simple as placing down a black hole, similar to what this guy's doing right now. And as you can see, there's a voracious spider there. There's I mean, he's been killing all of them, but yeah, there's usually like 3 or 4 spawns per spawn cycle, not too long in between them. There's another one down there. There's one right here. Yeah, they spawn quite quickly on the top of the spider's den. So let's go and hand all of these in really quickly. This will be a few Skyblock XP, as well as just another maxed attribute, which is always nice to have. So let's hand all those in, and we are almost done. About to be level 9 and almost level 10. Come on, a lot to click. I know I should have just siphoned all, but I didn't really feel like it. There we go. Okay, so that is maxed out now, Voracious Spider. That's an extra 40 defense against spiders. Not that we really need that, but you know, it's another one off our list. Another one we can actually finish off because of my shop just finishing is crocodiles. So I finally bought enough of these. This grants 20% chance to double shards from a reptile fusion. Now this is actually really good to get before you do any reptile fusions or any fusions that revolve reptiles. So let's go ahead and max this one out. This is a really good one to have done. There we go, tier 10. You'll love to see it. And then I also got a couple more geckos, which will get this to tier 9. There we go. Okay, so we're almost done with geckos as well. Actually, what's that one max at? Was it a rare tier? I feel like it was. Crocodile. There's gecko. Okay, so we need 12 more. So that's 3 more days of buying those. So that's not great, but it's not terrible. So happy to have crocodile maxed out though, and voracious spider. Now, do I have any more shards to hand in? I don't at the moment. But yeah, that's 2 more maxed out attributes. Puts us up to 41 of 174. Now, obviously, we have a lot to unlock and a lot to max out. So I say we get busy and get started on some of these easier attributes that I'm dying to finish. So before we get into the next ones, one thing I would recommend doing is filling up your traps, obviously, with stuff in them. You should always do that because it's just good money every time you come here and kill your pests from the traps. But they're also a pest, or not a pest, but an attribute. They give a shard. There's a pest shard, and if I pay attention here, I can actually reel them in. And it doesn't matter which one you reel in, all of them do give pest shards, but it is one you're going to have to max out, as well as you're going to need some for some fusions in the future, if I'm not mistaken. So it is worth kind of staying on top of them, just so that you can get as many as possible, something I need to get in the habit of doing more, but it also gives you a higher chance to obtain rare loot from pests, which is really good. Let's say you're grinding slugs for money, because the slug pets do sell for a decent amount, especially the legendary ones to George. Then the higher you have this, basically the higher chance you have to get legendary pets, or any pet actually, from a slug. So it's highly recommended, or just any rare drop in general, but this should be a couple tiers of this at least. I just need to make sure I remember to come and take care of this more often. We'll dump the rest though, and I will come and check back later because these do fill up decently quick, and it's 9 shards at a minimum every single time, because obviously sometimes when you reel them in, as you can see, I'm getting 2 pest shards, and I think that's affected from Hunter Fortune, although I haven't really looked into the stat too much, in all honesty. Let's see if we can actually find it. Miscellaneous stats, no. Wisdom stats, no. Hunter Fortune, there it is. Okay, so what gives this even? And actually, let's read its description. Hunter Fortune is a chance to get multiple shards from a hunt, such as charming a monster and using hunting tools. So chance for double drops is 47% for me right now. That's actually really good. So the Hunter Luck, which is the Heart of the Forest node. Okay, so that's the one I'm upgrading. This is where, honestly, half of mine's coming from. My Burning Kuja Core, for some reason, is giving a hunting shard. I guess that makes sense. And Hunter's Karma, the attribute. Oh, right, I forgot I unlocked one tier of that. And then the Hunter skill is also giving me 23 Hunter Fortune. So the more that we can get, the better. I have heard rumors that Superior Dragon Armor buffs that stat too. Is that true? It doesn't look like it does, actually. Wow, I was ready for it too, but it doesn't. Okay, so that's okay. That's good to know. I don't think there's any pet that gives Hunter Fortune. Not that I know of, or that's in the game yet. Maybe I could be wrong, but I don't really know if I have a way of getting that any higher. I might ask around, because obviously the higher we have that, the better. Literally just gonna be getting more free shards on top of everything, which would be amazing. But for the time being, I suppose it will do. But yeah, the higher you get that, the more shards you'll get. So if you have a way to up that, please do so. So next on my list is chill shards. Now these ones aren't too bad. It is a common, which means you need 96 in total. I had a few from testing out like how even hunting works pretty early on the update, but now I'm circling back to try and complete off this list, obviously. So basically just lowering them with your hunting axe and then kind of dragging them in within range so they hop into the black hole itself. Just like so, they just go one at a time, and yeah, just keep collecting more and more closer if I can. Come on, fellas, right this way, one at a time, please. And there we go. Basically, just sit here until this is maxed out. Like, some of these are really easy to max out. Like, we already have 29 shards. I had, like, almost none before this. So, we're going very quickly, which is really nice. And it will not take us too long to max this out. But some of them, especially some of these fusion ones, are some weird combos. Like, the one family tree that I've noticed is going to be beyond painful, especially if you're on Ironman, is the bird tree. Now, the bird line... Basically, there's only 2 ways to get something from the bird family, and there's a lot of attributes that require a bird in the fusion. So there's 2 birds you can buy from Agatha's contest for the tokens, obviously. And then the other 2 birds that you can actually grind are crafted with a bunch of enchanted eggs, and yeah, it's a little painful. So I need to put down some chicken minions today, otherwise I will literally never have those maxed, or any of the bird family lines, so that's going to be a little fun. But the ones that I can grind by hand and some of the easier fusion ones are what I want to focus on, because it's just a bunch of free health, bunch of free attribute stats, and overall, did I say health? Sorry, I meant XP. And overall, it's not too bad, and I kind of find it rather enjoyable. I'm also getting hunting XP for this, which is good. Already gone up like 6 or 7% just from doing chill shots here, because I'm not max hunting level. I'm hunting 23, so we actually have a little bit more hunter fortune to gain here. I also realized that there's a couple attributes that actually give hunter fortune. Now, they aren't the easiest to grind out. They do require fusions, but I'm going to work towards getting them, obviously. But for example, if we take a look at this Newt shard. So this Newt shard actually gives hunter fortune towards common tier attributes. And to get this, you have to fuse axolotl family with the water category. So water category, for example, is like the verdant fish, which you can just catch with your net basically at will. There's a ton of them. And the axolotls are those tedious little things you got to sit around and wait for. And the thing is, to like max that, I don't even know how many shards I need, like 240, 320 of each, something like that. So that one's a little bit more tedious, but there are some easy ones that we'll get into today. But for now, let me max out the chill shards. Okay, we should have enough to max out chills now. So I'm just going to go ahead and siphon all from level 4 up to level 10. There we go. That's another 6 Skyblock XP. And yeah, this guy came along and started grinding it too. That's the good part. The one problem is you can only have 1 person loot sharing, but I think any loot share is good as a whole. I mean, we both just take turns kind of slapping them towards the center. This went by really quick. This one only took a couple of minutes, and highly recommend you get it done if you haven't already. Little bit of a trifecta of attributes to actually go ahead and max out here if we head into our hunting box. So I was just in the end, obviously, as you can see by the background. We have enough to max out Seer, which your Dragon Shortbow gains a percentage of more damage while in the end. Nice, this is a good early game one, but we can go and max that out, I believe. Yeah, that should be maxed. Obsidian Defender, this one was the old speed. I was short on a little bit from ones I've handed in. I still haven't handed in actually all my Kudra gear. I plan on doing so. I honestly don't have that much left though, so it's not a big deal, but we can max out speed. So that's really nice as well. And then last but not least, Zealots. So this one grants more defense against mobs in the end. Overall, I'd say pretty good, but not something you need like crazy. And we can go ahead and hand in all of that. That was another 9 Skyblock XP. And there we go. Yeah, 3 brand new ones maxed. We're up to 45 out of 174 maxed. Obviously, we still have a long way to go, but working my way through the list here, basically seeing which ones are feasible, which ones aren't. And it looks like we're heading down to the crypts to max out golden ghouls. Oh my goodness, I was about to lose my mind. My game was like bugging and it like crashed. So I closed my Minecraft and I opened it. And I was like, wait, where's my black hole? Because I have it in my toolkit. And my toolkit was completely gone off my hotbar. And it was just gone. Like, my hunting toolkit was completely gone. So I started panicking, obviously, because I'm like, wait a second. I have, like, all the max tools in there. Luckily, I do have my hunt axe out of it right now. I have it in my inventory. I don't know if it's the toolkit that bugged or what, but the good news is Dio actually clutched up with this because I was, like, obviously freaking out. And I was like, dude, I don't want to have to grind out. I have all the legendary traps, the lasso maxed out, not to mention the sea loomies to max out the net I have done. Like, I have all the hunting tools completely maxed. And they save across every single toolkit. This is so huge. Like this, I'm so glad they thought of something like this. This is so massive. So thankfully, I didn't actually lose it. I don't know what happened to my toolkit. I don't know where it went. Like it just like it was in my hotbar. My game crashed. I logged back in. It was gone. I was actually freaking out. But yeah. So Boofy's like, I almost lost 500 hours of progression. That's gonna be the next video. But dude, that was actually terrifying. I actually thought I lost it all. And then luckily I started panicking a little less because I was like, okay, I have my hunt axe and a giant sword in there. So I have this on my hotbar. But man, I'm so glad that this system saves it like in here. They're all in here. That is massive. I just bought a new one. Like I literally walked over there and bought it from the NPC. So I'm out a million coins, but I'd much rather have to pay a million coins than lose it all. So thank goodness they save in there. That I'm so glad the admins thought of something like that. That is so huge. Oh my god, I was panicking so hard. Oh, that would have been tragic. I mean, luckily, yeah, my hunt axe isn't in there, but still, like, this was tedious to get on Iron Man, especially the turbo fishing net and, like, just materials and cost and, like, overall progression. Not something I wanted to do again, so very glad that that is still here. That would have been very sad. Thank goodness it saves. Okay, I can relax now. I'm gonna relax. That was scary for a second. And ending my night off with finishing off golden ghoul shards really quickly. That actually should be enough off of that one. I think I needed 59 in total. And wow, we have exactly 59. Okay, so this should be enough. Let me go and hand all this in. This is extra coins per kill, and I'm going to be honest, I need the coins now more than ever. So I will happily take this. That was level 9. And I just want to make sure I do have exactly enough. There we go. Level 10. You love to see it. And then I always like getting a few extra shards just so in my hunting box I can kind of visualize which ones I've done. And also allows me to mess around with some combinations in case I ever want to mess around and see what fusions I can make with certain combinations of shards, I suppose. So I actually need one more shard and then I'll have 5s because you need 5 to be able to fuse for most of these. So let me get this last one in there. There we go. And now I'll actually be able to mess around with it with fusions and see if I need more of them. So there we go. Another easy one done and a few more Skyblock XP to go with it. It is now the next morning and I have 2 more to tell you guys that I've finished. One of which I kind of forgot I finished. But I just did flaming spiders. Wasn't terrible. It took a little bit though. And this will increase our damage against spiders. This should give me 8 Skyblock XP. Let's go ahead and siphon all of these really quickly. There we go, plus 8, you'll love to see it. And then I forgot I also finished off Burning Souls because I've been putting my traps in the Blaze area. And by doing that, obviously, you actually get Burning Soul shards. So we hand in 3 of those. There we go. And I forgot I did another batch afterwards because I wanted to keep 5 on me, obviously, as I was saying, to mess around with some fusions and stuff like that. So glad we got that done. That's another 9 Skyblock XP in total. A couple more things to talk about. I had to go back to the end because I maxed out the Zealot shards, but I didn't realize that Zealot Bruisers have their own shards. So yeah, we're going to unlock this one and max it out, but let's go ahead and hand all those in. That was 9 Skyblock XP. And then I also unlock the Daemon Shard. This one, actually, your RNG meter fills faster, which is pretty insane. This one, though, is made with a Kraken fused with Kraken. And wow, am I actually out of Kraken shards? That's pretty sad, considering I'm only getting this one to tier 1. It's called Pity, which is pretty funny, but yeah, that is gonna be, wait, advanced mode? No, I want that back on, please. I want to see them all. I want to see what I'm missing. You know, you can tell me, I can take it, but yeah, this one requires 24 of those to max out. Your RNG meter fills 10% faster. That is actually insane. So this is gonna be a must to max out as soon as possible, in all honesty. But pretty happy with that, and yeah, just more Skyblock XP coming their way, and 49 out of 174 maxed. Okay, just finished up 2 of the more, I would say, tedious out of the ones you can go around in Black Hole. I just did star sentries. Had to lobby hop quite a few times to actually find some. That was a little brutal. And I also did the drowns, which are down below on Galatea, like the tide dots and stuff like that. And just the way you have to like place the black hole like right above their head to actually get them to go in there. So it's a little bit tedious, but we have them done. So let's go ahead and dump in all of our drowned attribute shards. Boom, plus 9 Skyblock XP. I also just leveled up while I was doing Drown 2. My bestiary actually got me over the edge, so don't have the level up message to show you guys, or actually I do. It's probably further up in chat here, though. Bestiary milestone, where is it? Tide dot, there it is, level 489, so you love to see that. That's always exciting. Let's go back into the attribute menu, or sorry, hunting box. And then we can go ahead and put all these star sentries in. That'll be another plus 5 because I did do some of it earlier. But this one gives an extra 10% mithril powder, which is really good if you're early on. And then this one grants plus 30% more damage against humanoid creatures. Whatever that means. But we do have it maxed now, so that's good. But yeah, what a weird attribute on that one. But in terms of the ones we can black hole, we're starting to get down the line to some more tedious ones. In all honesty, like, am I really about to go do this? I think I am. I really think I am. I'm not excited for that one. Actually, let me go do Wither Spectre first before I hurt my feelings having to go mining. I don't want to put on my mining setup yet, so if I can avoid it, I will. But yeah, we can do Wither Specters. That's a reasonable one. Look how many there are here. Look, they're waiting for me. Hey, fellas, how we doing? Hop in the black hole, please. Thank you very much. I'll be back in a bit, though. This one should be quite chill to max out, in all honesty. It's also rare tier, so I only need 48 of them, which is even better. But yeah, this will take literally no time at all. There's so many of them all over the place. Yeah, this one was beyond free, I'm gonna be honest. You basically just sit here and you're waiting on your black hole than you are for like spawns or anything, but that's okay. Some of them are gonna be easier than others. This one is the Old Breeze. When you haven't been damaged in the last 5 seconds or more, your mana costs are decreased by, and I'm assuming up to 10% once we max this. Plus 4 Skyblock XP, Breeze 10. You love to see it, and there we go. That is another maxed out attribute. Yeah, this one was pretty chill, I'm gonna be honest. If I ever need rares, like, this is a top contender for me for easy rares to get. So if you need rares for anything, this is one I recommend. Literally, like, this is beyond simple. So yeah, this is a good one. Okay, I went and did it. I got some thys. Okay, we should have this enough to max this now. So let's go into our hunting box really quickly. Another one I did, I was killing some Barb Dukes, and then I realized that these drop from Kudra, and I actually want to play some Kudra really soon, kind of see what it's like after the update. So I stopped, but we can actually unlock it at least, which is really nice, and do a couple tiers towards it. There we go. It's another 4 Skyblock XP from that one. And then we have this here. I have this one unlocked, but this one actually increases how much gemstone powder you get. These are great. Like, throughout the game, these are just great buffs that you can get all around. Like, an extra 10% gemstone powder is pretty insane. Definitely want to sped up some of the grinds for me. Like, I just really like the idea of attributes. There's just so many little stats. Like, some are better than others, obviously, but a lot of them are really interesting situation-based ones that just help a ton. Like, it's just really cool. So let's go ahead and max this out, though. That is level 10, another 9 Skyblock XP, and this are now maxed out. Get me out of here. I do not like mining amethyst in the slightest. Okay, I just finished a more tedious one for sure. Yeah, this was worse than this, in my opinion. It's just a little tedious because you're waiting on Yog spawns so often, and been slapping up Bal a bit. Didn't drop any Bal frags though, and I probably killed them like 7 or 8 times while doing this grind. But yeah, you basically just run around, hit the Yogs till they're about to explode, place your black hole above them, and keep working your way around the circle. But yeah, it definitely took a little bit. Let's go warp crystal nucleus though, so I don't have to listen to Bal any longer. Let's go into our hunting box. And I also forgot there was another shard that I maxed out. I forgot to mention. Flare. I have enough to max this out. This grants more damage against mobs in the Crimson Isle. So let's go ahead and donate all those. That's plus 7. Extra 30% more damage. That's actually insane. And then we also just finished off Yogs. Obviously, I needed 92 more or something like that to finish this. This is heat resistance, and it's also another 9 Skyblock XP. So you love to see it. And that now puts us up to 55 maxed attributes, as well as 119 unlocked. That is honestly not bad. We worked our way through a lot of the easier ones. I have a couple more easy-ish ones that I'll probably mess around with and try to do. Like, there's some fishing specific ones, like Taurus, Lava Flame, Magma Slug. Like, there's a few like that. I just haven't done any fishing right now, obviously. And then there's also a little bit slightly more tedious ones like Hell Wisp. Like, how do you even get this thing into a black hole, man? Like, I barely did to, like, unlock it, but I'm going to try. I have to, so I need only 30 more at least, so that's not the worst thing in the world, but we're working our way through here. We're about to get into the really difficult parts of fusions, because fusions obviously require a lot more than some of these regular basic hunting ones to max out, but they all give great Skyblock XP and some great stats, especially as you work your way down the line. Some of these are really, really good, so I want to max them all, and obviously we have to for Skyblock XP's sake, as well as just overall stats. Like, there's just so many stats in here, it's insane. Like, this one grants 10 mining fortune, farming fortune, and foraging fortune for a galaxy fish, which is a big line of fish combinations by the looks of things, but just like great stats all around. So yeah, pretty exciting stuff. But unfortunately, I think that is all the time I have for today's video. We did a lot, as well as got our item wipe temporarily, but luckily one of the admins was able to help me out with that and basically let me know that if I buy another toolkit, it saves them. I'm so glad they thought of this. This is so smart. So really happy about that. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy today's video. If you did at any point, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Use code Zach if you do ever find yourself checking out on the Hypixel store. But without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace out.